Something that is highly requested by the Red Dead Redemption 2 fanbase is a next-gen version of the game, but Rockstar Games have given no hints or news to whether this will actually happen, and to be honest, it's looking pretty unlikely. But in this video, we're going to be going over if this would actually happen, and if it was to happen, what to expect with this next-gen version, and when it could release. But just before we do get into all of that, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content just like this. Are you interested in starting your own gaming channel on YouTube, but simply don't know where to start? Well, I've got just the thing for you. By using the link in the description and the pinned comment, you can get access to a 50-minute free training session with a YouTube expert. And believe it or not, I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about someone who has monetized many YouTube channels, one of them even being this channel right here, which I then took over. Some of the other channels he's monetized includes Joas97, Foot Fanatic, and OpenVision. And of course, he's helped other gamers monetize their own YouTube channels. He's even been helping me monetize my very own YouTube channel from scratch, and the first video I uploaded got over 30,000 views in about a month, which is insane. So the man behind all this is Jamie. Jamie is an expert when it comes to helping YouTube channels grow and improving your skills as a content creator. So I really can comfortably say that if you work with Jamie, the quality of your videos will improve drastically, and that really just is the case. So if you are interested in starting your own gaming YouTube channel, or even if you're not, then you might as well go to the link in the description. It really is just a gift. You get 50 minutes with a YouTube expert for completely free. So go down into the description or the pinned comment and check it out. So we're going to start with going over what to expect from a Red Dead Redemption 2 Next Gen version if it was going to happen. So first of all, we would get a frame rate upgrade. Obviously this would just be for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. This won't be for PC as this already has unlimited frame rate, so there would really be no need for that. It wouldn't really work. But on PS5 and Xbox Series X, it's likely we would see a 60 FPS upgrade. That's very common for games like this. In some esports titles, we will get 120 FPS, but obviously that's not the case with Red Dead Redemption 2. It would definitely just be at that 60, which is just going to make the experience of the game way better. We would also be able to play at the native 4K resolution, making it just look a lot nicer. And along with that, there's a good chance we would actually get some enhanced graphics. The textures may be slightly improved, or the resolution of them may just be upped a bit. Nothing groundbreaking will happen, since with Red Dead Redemption 2 anyway, it'll be pretty hard to beat the graphics that are already there, as they're already outstanding. So there wouldn't really be much of a graphical upgrade, but even with other next-gen versions, that tends to not be the case. The main things tends to be the resolution upgrade and the 60 FPS. There's a good chance we would also see ray tracing. For example, on the Grand Theft Auto 5 Expanded Enhanced Edition, so that is the next-gen version for GTA 5, we got different performance modes. We got performance, which would basically be giving you the highest frame rate possible up to 60 FPS. On the Xbox Series S and sometimes on PS5 it would struggle a little bit, but basically you'd be getting a 60 FPS experience. Then there's performance ray tracing. This would allow for ray tracing in the game, and you wouldn't quite get 60 FPS all of the time, but you would be able to, you would be capped at 60 FPS basically instead of the 30 FPS. And then there is also the fidelity mode, where it will be at 4K 30 FPS, so you'll be getting ray tracing and all the best graphical features, but you will be capped at that 30 FPS. I believe the most popular one to go for was either performance or performance ray tracing, as you got that 60 FPS, and on GTA 5 that makes an absolutely massive difference. It's a really smooth experience when you are playing at 60 frames per second. Now, something else that came with the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5 was a bit of extra content. We also got the UI redesign for the main menu, and that was actually a Red Dead themed main menu, so I doubt they would change the one for Red Dead Redemption 2, as they've changed the GTA 5 one to a Red Dead Redemption 2 style main menu, which works really well. It's really easy to navigate and it's really clear, so yeah, it's definitely the way to go. But there's a good chance that they will also add some new content. That's something that we have seen with the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5. We got a few extra new missions and a few exclusive vehicles, and that's something they could easily do with the next gen version for Red Dead Redemption 2. If they were to do another Red Dead Online update, they could have some exclusive content for the next gen versions. They've been doing something similar with Xbox and PS4, where there's been some exclusive content on PS4 that's been exclusive on PS4 for a while and then eventually made its way to Xbox One. And that's something they could possibly do with the next gen versions, although it'd be a lot easier for them to just keep it exclusive to next gen, as there'd be more reasoning for that. And something that on the PS5 side of things would make a difference is having that haptic feedback and of course the adaptive triggers. That's something that happens with all the next gen version of games. We see that with GTA 5, for example, so that's something they could definitely implement with Red Dead Redemption 2. Basically, having the controller sort of feel like you're in the game, it just makes the whole experience way more immersive. Obviously, this can be turned off if you're not a fan of it, and in a competitive circumstance, it's definitely worth turning it off. But if you just want to be playing a story game or Red Dead Online, then it's definitely worth having on, as it just makes the experience a lot better, in my opinion. Obviously, opinions do differ on that matter, but for me, I just think it makes it a lot more immersive. So yeah, using the features of the DualSense controller is something that would definitely come with this Red Dead Redemption 2 Next Gen version if it was to happen. On the Xbox Series X side of things, they don't really have anything like this. I believe there's a bit of haptic feedback or something like that, so maybe get a bit of that, but generally speaking, it doesn't really have it on the Xbox Series controller side of things. So there you go, that is pretty much everything we could expect if a next generation version of the Red Dead Redemption 2 was to arrive. But we are going to go over whether this could actually happen. So, ever since Rockstar Games announced that the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, GTA 6, was in development, everything on the Red Dead side of things sort of slowed down, or at least it seemed that around that point, that was when it was sort of the tipping point really, and we didn't really get any sort of Red Dead Online updates or anything even close to that, to be honest. I've done a video going over everything we know so far about GTA 6, and a link to that can be found in the description below. So it seemed like once GTA 6 did get the sort of announcement, that things were just going to die down on the Red Dead Redemption 2 side of things, and we did get some rumours that the next generation version for Red Dead Redemption 2 had been cancelled, because obviously the next gen consoles have been out for nearly 2 years now, and a lot of the next gen versions have already been released. Eventually there will probably come a point where if they were to release it, it wouldn't really be a big deal, because the next gen consoles have just been out for so long already, and Red Dead Redemption 2 probably would have died down by then because of just being neglected all that time. But there have also been some rumours saying that it is still going to happen. Back in July, we did get a tweet from TesFunds2 saying that it is in the works, but he's not sure when it will release. Now, this year, it does seem to be a bit busy on the Rockstar side of things with a possible GTA 6 reveal trailer, and it does look like GTA Trilogy will be coming to Steam this year, so it'll be a bit of a squeeze for them to also put Red Dead Redemption 2 in there, and probably a bit unnecessary, to be honest. So if we were to get a next generation version of Red Dead Redemption 2, then I think it's likely it would release next year. I think anytime after that, then it is pushing it a bit, since I don't really think that it would be that sort of valued if it came out later than that. So I think next year would be the best bet if it was to happen, but it is looking quite unlikely that it will happen anyway. I'd love to see your thoughts on all of this down in the comments though, and if you think there will be a next generation version of Red Dead Redemption 2. Personally, I think it is seeming a little bit unlikely, but if it was to happen, that would be really, really cool, and it would definitely bring players back to the game and give them a reason to replay that story again, and maybe even add some new content to Red Dead Online, which many, many players would absolutely adore. If you did enjoy this video though, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content just like this. So, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.